Russian words float across the street, mingle in the dust my broom throws into the air. I pause, do not even breathe, my whole body straining to catch the sounds. I turn the new words over and over in my head, on my tongue, until they are mine, over and over as I wipe the windows down, restock the shelves, fetch a bucket of coal from the shed. By the time Mama retires to the kitchen to prepare dinner, the school is shuttered and empty. The Russian girls, in their pleated brown dresses and stiff little hats, have slung their satchels over their shoulders and skipped home. In the handful of minutes before Mama calls for me, I duck behind the house, follow the paths the red deer stamped into the ground, into the woods. I walk slowly, clouds pinking as the light sinks through the trees. Every few steps I stoop to pick up a feather, a coarse-veined leaf, a small, burnished stone. Thrushes trill and tattle from the brush. Today, I have words of my own to trade for their song. Home. We live at the frayed edge of our shtetl, between rows of straw-thatched homes and the forest where low-lying ferns tickle the ankles of slender trees. I was born here in a home split between two families, our half split in half again to make room for Mama's grocery store, which means we are not so poor as some, that we can give a little to others. We take care of our own, here in the Pale of Settlement, in the Russian Empire, hemmed in on all sides by restrictions, regulations, by people who only wish to be rid of us. A broken wing. Mama has released me from the store, from my chores, and the afternoon is mine. The ice in the streams is breaking up. Pale green spears, crocus buds, peek out of lifeless swaths of meadow grasses. I leave the path, dip a cloth in the stream, duck under the low-flying branches of a pine tree where a wooden box rests against marbled bark. I lift the roof, peer inside. A winter wren opens her beak in a half-hearted hiss. A few more weeks, I whisper, and the splint can come off. The hiss gives way to feeble cheeping. I drop a beetle, a pair of dead moths, beside her, settle a layer of brown grass over her feathers for warmth. Hers is not the first wing I have mended, but still I worry. What if, when she is finally offered a solid perch, a view of the sky, what if she lifts her wings, only to find the air still cannot hold her? Work. Like all the other boys in our shtetl, my brothers Marcus, Nathan, and little Benjamin study Torah. Like Papa, it will be their life's work, not farming or teaching, building or banking, but praying, studying the holy ways. Like all other girls in our shtetl, I am being trained in obedience, hard work, a biddable spirit, all the virtues a good wife needs. How can I tell Mama, who toils sun up to sundown to be a good mother, a good wife, that this life, her life, is not enough for me, that I dream instead of words, ideas, a life that stretches far beyond the bounds of this shtetl? According to Papa, a well-educated girl need know no more than how to sign her name, read the woman's prayer book, do a few simple sums, write a letter to the parents of her betrothed. Mama says, 15 is not too young to be thinking of such things. But to me, that word, wife, is barred and barbed, threatening to hold me down when all I want is to stretch my wings, to ride the fickle currents beyond the reach of any cage. Not one bit. Miriam says I can borrow her father's copy of the Cossacks if I teach her to sing Kalinka. I am not supposed to know the words.